What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with reactions to the classics. Today we got a Bob Dylan song battle. We got Not Dark Yet versus When the Deal Goes Down, brought to us by our friend, longtime supporter, and OG patron, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out that Patreon link below or the patron link on the end screen. We could not do it without the patrons. If you like to give a one-time gift, one-time reaction, anything like that, check out our Buy Me a Coffee page, also linked below. All right, there's tons of Dylan up on the channel. I say it every time we do one of these. Only the Beatles have more videos up, but I haven't done Bob in a while. Love Mr. Dylan. Love the movie last year with Chalamet. Getting some new fans to Dylan. That always dies out quickly, right? In our world, something gets hot, goes back down, out of the public eye. But Dylan, I've said it many times, but I'll say it again, the best songwriter of all time, and the gap between him and whoever you want to put in second is a chasm. It's huge. So always enjoy doing them. Let's get to the first track. Not Dark Yet, from the Time Out of Mind album in 1997. Now, Trey and I did an old-fashioned review to this, where we used to do reviews instead of reactions, over 5 years ago. So I've heard this song, but I don't remember it. Single produced by Daniel Lanois, of course. Great critical acclaim. It's on many TV shows and in many movies. So I will have the lyrics up as always. You got to do it for everything. But for Dylan, it's a masterclass, man. Thanks again, Sean. Let's get it.
Shadows are falling, and I've been here all day. It's too hot to sleep, and time is running away. Feel like my soul has turned into steam. I've still got the scars that the sun didn't heal. There's not even room enough to be anywhere. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. And my sense of humanity has gone down the drain. Behind every beautiful thing, there's been some kind of pain. She wrote me a letter, and she wrote it so kind. She put down in writing what was in her mind. I just don't see why I should even care. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. And I've been to London, and I've been to Gay Mary. I followed the river, and I got to the sea. I've been down on the bottom of a world full of lies. I ain't looking for nothing in anyone's eyes. Sometimes my burden is more than I can bear. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. was born here and I'll die here against my will. I know it looks like I'm moving, but I'm standing still. Every nerve in my body is so vacant and numb. I can't even remember what it was I came here to get away from. Don't even hear the murmur of a prayer. It's not dark yet, and it's getting there.
All right, Not Dark Yet, a masterclass in storytelling. The song has more gravity to it because Dylan's older. Still not super old. I'm about to turn 54, but he's older, right? A 20-something-year-old singing this wouldn't have the same gravity. His voice has that maturity to it. The arrangement is much different than you get in a lot of Dylan songs, in the fact that it's a little slight build, a decent instrumental in the middle, and then a long coda, a longer coda for him. But the words are still fantastic. The chorus is just 2 lines. It's something different on the first line of everything, and then It's Not Dark Yet, but it's getting there. So it's either his life or a particular problem he's facing, but he's saying, how things kind of are looking bleak. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. So I think even with the maturation and evolution of your life as you get older and older, you can really resonate with this song. It's fantastic. Next up, we have When the Deal Goes Down from the Modern Times album in 2006, one of the albums we actually have not reacted to. As with much of Dylan's 21st century output, he produced a song under the pseudonym Jack Frost, just FYI. He'd been composing this song as far back as 2004, so a few years earlier, when he mentioned to David Gates in a Newsweek interview to promote his memoir, Chronicles Volume 1, that he's working on a new song based on the melody of Where the Blue of the Night Meets the Gold of the Day, a traditional pop standard associated with Bing Crosby. Dylan does Bing Crosby. Let's go. The title was likely inspired by Robert Johnson's last fair deal, Gone Down, the great Robert Johnson, the mythical Robert Johnson, which Dylan had previously quoted in his 1978 single, Changing of the Guards. Lyrically, Dylan juxtaposes phrases appropriated from 2 poems by Civil War-era poet Henry Timrod with other passages inspired by biblical text. Ringo Starr has named this as his favorite Dylan song of all time in a 2021 interview, and Brad Pitt has a lyric from the song tattooed on his upper torso. The tattoo reads, "We live, we die, we know not why, but I'll be with you." Wow. All right, let's get it.
In the still of the night, in the world's ancient light, where wisdom grows up in strife, my bewildered brain toils in vain through the darkness on the pathways of life. Each invisible prayer is like a cloud in the air. Tomorrow keeps turning around. We live and we die, we know not why, but I'll be with you when the deal goes down. We eat and we drink, we feel and we think. Far down the street we stray. I laugh and I cry, and I'm haunted by things I never meant or wish to say. The midnight rain follows the train. We all wear the same thorny crown. Soul to soul, our shadows roll, and I'll be with you when the deal goes down. Well, the moon gives light and it shines by night, but I scarcely feel the glow. We learn to live and then we forgive, or the road we're bound to go. More frailer than the flowers, these precious hours that keep us so tightly bound. You come to my eyes like a vision from the skies, and I'll be with you when the deal goes down. Picked up a rose and it pooped through my clothes. I followed the winding stream. I heard the deafening noise, I felt transient joys. I know they're not what they seem. In this earthly domain, full of disappointment and pain, you'll never see me frown. I owe my heart to you, and that's saying it true. And I'll be with you when the deal goes down.
All right, Dylan, even older on this one. You can hear the maturity in his voice. The lyrics on this song are fantastic. I mean, I was championing Dylan as the greatest lyricist of all time. You gotta remember, this is 2006. I mean, this man wrote some of his greatest songs, 40 years before this, and he's still churning this stuff out. The songwriting's just next level these songs are wonderfully matched. Sean did a fantastic job, as he always does. Sean, the patron, I'm not talking in third person, I promise you. But the songwriting in this one, he's talking about going through life, and as it's coming to an end, he's going to be with her when the deal goes down. And, it could be also a sort of a biblical song as well. It could be to a girl or a higher power. You kind of put in there whatever you want, but most of us, especially as we're getting older, could put ourselves in this song. It can be to whoever you want, but you can definitely relate to it, I think. So it's fantastic. Now I got to pick a winner. I don't know. Like, seriously, these are 50-50 songs because they both are just, and at the stage of my life I'm in, are just so relatable. I think When the Deal Goes Down has better lyrics even, but I prefer the song Not Dark Yet. I prefer listening to that song. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to go When the Deal Goes Down. I think that does edge it out. But Not Dark Yet is fantastic. And I would listen to that one beforehand. I'm going to listen to them both again. I'm actually going to play them both for my wife and say, well, listen to the brilliance of this man. Let me know who you think won down below. I obviously need some help with that. Check out all our Dylan reactions. Just type Bob Dylan above. You'll see a playlist. There's 70, 80 videos in there. Thanks again to Sean as always. And until next time, guys, I will see you.